Whoa, flying through space here. Where am I? Some other galaxy? Whoa. No, Dane DeHaan, you're right here at Cinephellas Studios in the heart of Chicago. Cinephellas Studios? Never heard of it. Are you guys like movie reviewers? Yeah, Dane, we review movies and TV shows and everything in news and reviews. Oh, okay. Whoa. What's going on, friends? Logan Myerz is back here from Cinephellas.com to talk about Luc Besson, newest film, Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. Holy shit, I've been excited for this movie. Since they released the trailer and just seeing this visually stimulating universe and science fiction, I was really interested to see this film. And knowing Luc Besson from, The Fifth Element, it's 20 years old. Holy shit, that movie came out a long time ago. Always really loved that movie, so I'm seeing if you kind of wanted to go back into this galaxy of those characters. But with Valerian, it's a space station that's under a threat, and they bring in... and in Valerian, the space station is under threat. The space station has thousands and thousands of different species living together, creatures, monsters, sort of thing. And the government comes into play and assigns these two special agents, played by Dane DeHaan and Cara Delevingne. Ooh, Dane DeHaan, a young Leo, plays as a tag team. They did a really excellent job in these characters. They did have some really good chemistry, and especially these fight sequences. I mean, they were in sync with each other, and they kicked some ass, like, surprisingly. Dane DeHaan's a little smaller guy, it looks like, but he could hold his own, especially Cara Delevingne. She could really kick some ass, and I was very impressed with her performance in this movie. And this is, an example of a director like Luc Besson that is a visual director that can make this different universe feel cohesive, but be on its own entity. This movie is similar to like Avatar meets Star Wars meets Fifth Element. A lot of those movies, but it's its own entity, it's its own universe. Throughout the film, you'll find out about this other alien species they kind of touch on in the beginning of the film, but you don't know much about it, but you'll see how that story unravels and how it sinks in with everything else in this film, especially Valerian, his character, and how the species is really connected to him. In this movie, there's some other sub-characters that they bring up. Clive Owen, we have Rutger Hauer, Ethan Hawke, and Rihanna. You think Rihanna's going to be a big part of the movie. She's on the poster, and it says her name in the credits and the big bold letters. She is not. She's in like maybe 5 minutes, and her character was pretty weak. Her whole transformation scene was excellent. It was really excellent CGI, but when she starts talking, you're like, you're pretty annoying, so I'm not buying it. It was just really cheesy, and her character was not needed in this film, nor on the main credits of the movie, so epic fail. But through the second and third act, we have a lot of action of, characters running through buildings and go through space and just like over-the-top CGI action, and it was fucking awesome. Like I said earlier, that's one of the highlights of the film. Some of the story and some of the writing was a little sloppy in this. It was kind of all over the place and choppy. And some of the, dialogue between Cara Delevingne and Dane DeHaan was a little hit or miss. It was either on or it was just cut and dry, and you're like, what? You could tell it was like really forced scenes with their dialogue. It wasn't flowing very well, so there's some parts of that are kind of disappointing about the movie. I think the movie, maybe went on a little too long, maybe about an extra 15 minutes. I would have been perfect at a 2-hour mark. It was about 2:20, 2:15. So I think it dragged out a little bit with the story and some of the events. But overall, you know what? I enjoyed Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. I was really looking forward to it. There's some pros, there's some cons, just like every other movie. But if you want a fun experience at the movie theater, definitely go see this and see it in 3D. 3D. 3D? I saw the film in 3D, and it was probably one of the greatest experiences I've had in 3D films as of late. The visuals just really draw you in with that 3D effects. It makes you feel like you're in the film. So it's definitely worth checking out in theaters. Go 3D if you have the money and if you want to check it out. I'm going to give Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets a 4 out of 5 hair pieces. Thanks again to all of our YouTube subscribers and followers around the world and the web. We love doing what we do here, so we're going to keep doing that. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe on our channel right here. And stay tuned for the next review. We have a short horror film coming up next week that we'll be posting, so look forward to that. Until next time, this is Logan Myerz signing out from Cinephellas Studios. Cheers!